In today's video, we will be talking about how Ed Sheeran feels about being replaced by Billie Eilish for the new James Bond movie. Here's everything you need to know about Ed Sheeran hurt over Billie Eilish. Ed Sheeran, the pop star who started writing the theme song for the James Bond film No Time to Die before Billie Eilish took over, has spoken out about his dissatisfaction. The Photograph hitmaker said that after beginning to write the title song for Daniel Craig's last outing as 007, before it all went apart, he was left feeling sad. Bond aficionados will remember how the production was in a state of chaos when Academy Award-winning filmmaker Danny Boyle abandoned it because of creative disagreements. Once Cary Joji Fukunaga got on board, everything went mainly according to plan, with the exception of a worldwide epidemic that caused innumerable delays. Billie Eilish, who penned the song No Time to Die with her brother Phineas, took Sheeran's place. The song, which was created by Hans Zimmer and Johnny Marr, went on to win awards and praise from critics, including this year's Oscar for Best Song. Eilish is the youngest musician to record a Bond theme, according to the New York Times. Sheeran said that despite his failure, he couldn't pass up the chance to compose music for the series in the future. If they came back, I would be like, sure, of course, absolutely. There's much conjecture regarding who will take next for Daniel Craig as Bond now that the contract is up. It was alleged that producer Barbara Broccoli said in June that the next movie would be a reinvention of Bond, and that it may take at least 2 years before production gets underway. Before we continue, just wanted to remind you to like the video and subscribe to our channel. According to Sheeran's manager Stuart Camp, the musician met with Bond producer Barbara Broccoli in 2017 to explore the possibility of penning the song. The Grammy winner singer has now disclosed that the process moved on after the requisite meetings for the song were finished. Sheeran remarked on that Peter Crouch podcast, "I was within a gnat's pube of finishing the Bond theme. Then they changed directors, and then they simply changed screenplays, and that was it. We'd done all the meetings. I began composing it. I won't try to hide the fact that not doing it hurt." Sheeran is, of course, very much open to the prospect in the future, despite the painful blow. Naturally, Eilish's distinctive raspy voice helped her achieve new success with the song. She became the youngest musician in history to record a Bond theme song, and she and her brother Phineas won the Academy Award for Best Original Song for their work. She won the award over seasoned composer Lin-Manuel Miranda and longtime musical icon Beyoncé, as if the honor needed to get any better. The song was well received all around the world, but it particularly stood out in the UK charts, where it had the biggest ever opening week for a Bond theme. Tom Jones, Paul McCartney, Adele, Lulu, Duran Duran, and Sam Smith are just a few of the vocalists who have attempted to record this elusive Bond theme song in the past. No Time to Die, being deemed Craig's farewell song for the series, has sparked worldwide discussion over who will succeed him. One hint into what fans might anticipate has been provided by Bond producer Michael G. Wilson. The seasoned agent won't be growing any younger, Wilson told Deadline. "We've tried looking at younger folks in the past, but attempting to picture it doesn't help. Keep in mind that Bond is experienced. He has a little experience. Who will next challenge Bond? And the Bond theme music remains to be seen." Following Daniel Craig's departure, Barbara Broccoli has provided information on the future of the James Bond film series. Barbara, the series producer, predicts that the 26th official James Bond movie won't be released in theaters till 2025. The gatekeeper of all things 007, and daughter of Cubby Broccoli, said they have not yet hired the actor who would replace Daniel Craig in the tux, while speaking at a luncheon to honor Broccoli and her half-brother Michael G. Wilson after the awarding of their BFI fellowships. She said in a speech initially published by Deadline that nobody's in the running. "We're discussing where to go with him and figuring it out. Since it's essentially a reinvention of Bond, there isn't a screenplay, and we won't be able to write one until we know how we're going to approach the next movie. It will take time as we redefine who he is. Filming won't begin for at least 2 years in my opinion. With No Time to Die from last year, Craig ended the series after 5 films. With a finality rate for the movie, the picture brought Craig's tenure to a close. This stoked rumors about the franchise's potential future, with some people theorizing that future installments would need to go back to Bond's early years as a spy or to his infancy in order to tell new tales. The ownership of Ian Fleming's persona is now less tightly controlled than it was when the studio MGM was sold to Amazon. 007's Road to a Million, a new reality series that will be the first TV program on Amazon Prime Video, is being produced by Broccoli and Wilson. Bond veterans Ralph Fiennes and Naomi Harris, who portrayed M in Moneypenny, gave the twins their fellowship awards. thespians made a joke about Naomi and I being the ones to repair it after what happened to Bond in the most recent movie. We'll train him when you discover him. After suggestions that the next Bond could be reimagined in the vein of Doctor Who, Broccoli previously indicated that the role will be played by a man. Tom Hardy, Henry Cavill, Idris Elba, Regé-Jean Page from Bridgerton, and Richard Madden continue to be important runners and writers. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.